There's a pair of pants I see on women in their 60s, 70s, and I'm always impressed by the result. It's not tailoring. Everyone already knows tailoring looks good. It's not jeans. Jeans are basic. I'm talking about velvet pants. And I know a lot of people are going to hear that and think, velvet? Seriously? But stay with me, because the 5 ways I'm going to show you today will completely change what you think about this piece. Velvet pants have a quality that few pieces have. They have texture, they have depth, they have a richness that smooth fabric simply can't deliver. And that's exactly what makes them work so well. But before talking about the looks, I need to talk about the styles, because not all velvet is the same, and the right cut makes all the difference. Corduroy velvet, the one with the thin vertical ribs, is the most classic and the easiest to wear. It's understated, has a subtle texture, and in a high-waisted straight-leg pant, it looks impeccable. Smooth velvet, without ribs, is more sophisticated and more formal. In burgundy, bottle green, navy, or black, it has an almost luxurious look. Meanwhile, wide-leg velvet, nice and roomy, is the most modern of the 3 and drapes with impressive elegance when the fabric has good quality and weight. Each one works differently, and throughout the video, I'm going to show which style works best with each combination. The first way to wear it is the simplest and maybe the prettiest, straight corduroy velvet pants with a fine knit turtleneck top. Both pieces have texture, the corduroy and the knit, but subtle textures that work beautifully together. In caramel and off-white, in burgundy and beige, in olive green and brown, this combination has an autumn-winter richness that's hard to achieve with any other piece. Put on a leather loafer or a mid-calf boot underneath, and the look is completely done. You don't need anything else, not a necklace, not a scarf, not a blazer. It's one of those looks that seems like it took forever to put together, but in reality, it was 5 minutes. The second way is smooth velvet pants with a crisp, structured white cotton shirt tucked in. It seems like too simple a combination, but the contrast between the shirt's clean white and the dark velvet, black, burgundy, or navy, is one of the most elegant contrasts there is. Nude pumps or black pumps underneath, a gold hoop earring, and this look works for work, lunch, and dinner without changing a thing. The shirt can have the top button undone or a silk scarf at the collar. That small detail already changes the whole tone of the look. The third way is the one that surprises the most. Wide-leg velvet pants with a silk or satin blouse in the same color family. Tonal dressing in velvet and silk is a combination that seems difficult but is very easy to pull off. The secret is not needing an exact color match. A deep burgundy with a dusty pink, a navy with a steel blue, a bottle green with a sage green. The satin blouse goes tucked in or tied at the front, and the look has that vibe of a woman who knows exactly what she's doing. With gold or silver block heel sandals, this look handles any evening event. The fourth way is the most casual of the 5. Corduroy velvet pants with a simple white t-shirt and white leather sneakers. It seems like it shouldn't work, but it works so well. Velvet elevates the t-shirt, and the t-shirt relaxes the velvet. It's a weekend look, a stroll look, a casual lunch look. Comfortable, laid back, but with a personality that jeans don't have. In caramel, olive green, or navy, corduroy velvet pants with a white t-shirt and sneakers are one of those looks people look at and ask, how do you manage to look so put together in such a simple outfit? The fifth way is the most elegant. Smooth velvet pants with a tweed or wool blazer. Both pieces have texture, both have weight, both have sophistication, and when combined, they create a winter look that's hard to beat. A beige and black tweed blazer with black velvet pants, a white blouse tucked in, and nude pumps is a look for any formal occasion. A caramel wool blazer with burgundy velvet pants and an off-white silk blouse is a dinner or event look that needs no extra accessories. This specific combination, a structured blazer with velvet, is the kind of thing the world's best-dressed women have worn for decades because it always works. Now, one important thing about choosing the right velvet pants. First, the weight of the fabric. Good velvet pants have weight. They drape with structure, don't wrinkle, and don't cling to the body. If you pick them up and they feel too light, the velvet is probably thin and will lose its shape after a few hours. Second, the cut. For everyday wear, the high-waisted straight leg pant is the most versatile and works best for the widest range of occasions. Wide leg is beautiful, but it does require a little more care when styling. Third, the color. Black is the most versatile, but it's also the most common. Burgundy, bottle green, and navy are the colors that really make velvet pants look special, and they look amazing on mature skin because these colors have a depth and richness that lighter shades don't. And you know what's nice about these looks? That when you see them finished, they seem obvious. Of course, burgundy velvet goes with a dusty pink silk blouse. Of course, caramel corduroy calls for an off-white turtleneck. But standing in front of the closet, without references, nothing seems that obvious. That's exactly what the outfit library is for. Thousands of ready-made looks for every occasion in your life, from everyday wear to special moments. You open it, choose, and copy. If you're watching on TV, point your phone camera at the QR code on the screen now. If you're on your phone, the link is pinned right here niche in the comments. One last thing about velvet pants that's worth mentioning. They're surprisingly versatile. They work in cold weather with boots and a blazer, work in transitional seasons with pumps and a long-sleeve blouse, and in lighter versions of fine corduroy, they even work in summer with sandals and a cotton top. It's a piece that crosses seasons, never goes out of style, and has a visual quality that smooth pieces simply can't imitate. If you don't have one in your wardrobe yet, now is the perfect time to try it. Start with straight corduroy in a color that already matches what you own, and see for yourself what happens to the look.